Hey everyone, my name is Artindi, and this is devlog number 14 of the game I'm co-authoring called Paradigm. It's kind of a puzzle platformer Metroidvania where you can clone yourself to get past obstacles. My voice is totally shot because I've been sick for a while. Just getting over it. That's why I haven't made any videos for a little bit. Well, one of the reasons. I'll tell you the other reason in a little bit. And the music you're listening to right now is by Nheve. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but he makes some really great music, and he told me that I could use it as long as I gave him credit. So go check out his channel. I got a link down in the description. He makes some really sweet tunes. Anyway, the other reason why I haven't posted any videos for a while is because the last video I made on Coyote time jumping, my computer struggled with exporting that so much that I spent like 2 or 3 days trying to export it correctly and trying to fix the problems because it would come out with the sound off, and it was really bad. I decided I couldn't do that, and so I got a new computer, much stronger processing power. It's going to be able to make those videos a lot better. And I also have a new screen capture, which I'm going to be using, that will capture the whole HD display so that you can see this pixel art a whole lot better. Yep. Anyway, the first thing that I added is NPC Manager. It's kind of just a bit of code that will call the functions in the NPCs to have them do different things. And so through the NPC Manager, we'll have different scenes set up and different interactions that you can do with the NPCs. So right now, all they do is walk back and forth, because mainly I was focused on setting up the system by which we will control them, and then later on we'll add all the different things that they can do and the different interactions that we can have. I created a bunch of pixel art that is going to go in this hub area. This is just the beginning. There's going to be a whole lot more. We've got a whole lot of assets to add, and as we've been developing levels, we've realized that there are definitely many assets that are going to be needed to make the levels feel natural and not like they were thrown together really quickly like they look like now. So yeah, lots of assets are going to be coming. Me and Robot OS got together because he's the one that made the door mechanic, and I created a little animation for it, and we talked about it, how we wanted to do it. And what we ended up doing is we made it so when the player is standing directly in front of a door, then the door will open, indicating that they can pass through it. It's still going to take a little bit of work on positioning and different things like that, but we now have a system that mostly works, and it'll just take a little bit to make it, perfect it, make it a little better. We also got together and decided on some of the main mechanics that we definitely want to have, and some that we're going to get rid of. We did that so that we can decide on what mechanics we are going to teach the player through the gameplay. There are a couple things that the player won't know, like which buttons to press. But besides that, everything else, all the other mechanics, we're going to be teaching the player through gameplay. And using that idea, I went ahead and made kind of a mock level. I picked a mechanic and decided to use that mechanic to construct this level. And I first taught the player the mechanic in a really bad way. This level was not very good. Probably not going to use it. And then I iterated over that mechanic a couple times, and then the goal is to also subvert the expectations of the player for the mechanic. So they have to use the mechanic, but in a way that they would not expect. Using that basis, I've now come back and we've started on some different level design. We've started making some levels. So far, it's working pretty great. It's really fun to actually get into level design, and it's also interesting to see how many how many assets we're going to need to make the places look good and fit well. It's going to be really fun though. I also added some more frames to the animation of Beckett. He has an extra animation in between moving up and moving down, and his coat waves while falling now, which I think looks a whole lot better. I'm going to add some more frames to that because it doesn't look quite right yet, but there's still plenty more animation that I'm going to add to him, make him feel very natural, very smooth, a very well-polished character, because we know the character is good, we know the game is going to work, so I feel like we can definitely start on some of these assets and not feel like we're wasting our time. As far as I can recall, that's pretty much all that we've added since the last devlog. It's not as much as I thought it was, but we did spend a lot of time working on back-end stuff and a lot of time deciding on certain things. Don't forget the Discord channel. Please come and join. and you can give us direct feedback quicker, as well as become a playtester when we actually start making the levels and have something playable. Otherwise, I think that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any recommendations or suggestions, go ahead and put those down in the comment section, or you can hit us up on Discord too. You can even shoot me an email if you want. Thank you so much, and you have a beautiful day.